Hello, this is Commander G5 bringing you today the Political Machine 2012. This game, obviously released in 2012, coinciding with the election between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. You all know Barack Obama won. This game is available on Steam for only $4 and gets a lot of good reviews, including mine. So let's start with a new game. This game length will be medium, 41 weeks. That's the length of a normal campaign, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I can look that up. And the starting funds will be a lot of funds. Difficulty will be on normal, just to sort of start it out. I am going to, let's see, let's see, who am I going to be? Let's have a battle of history. First, let's take a look here. What I want is intelligence, money, and stamina. Stamina is how many actions you can do per turn. Money is obviously how much money you start with, and intelligence unlocks a lot of different choices for answers in excuse me, in interviews. George Washington has a lot of stamina and money, but not a lot of intelligence. Sadly, I can't battle them because they're both Republicans. Lincoln, not so much money, but a lot of can really fundraise it. I'm gonna go with Abraham Lincoln. Alright, so I'm going to pick him, and let's find someone who is historic to run against. Of course, Thomas Jefferson. How much more of a historic race could you get? Alright, let's start it off. Jefferson versus Lincoln. So, alright, here's how to play the game. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to turn the help off if that's possible. No. Yes, we want the weekly news wrap up, and yes, we want the animated hit bobbling. Done. Okay, so we're the Republicans. We're going to start in Illinois. The big states you want to win are California, Texas, Florida, and New York. They give you the most electoral college votes, so you want to target them. You can't win an election on only them, but you can, but they certainly help you a lot. Obviously, you also want to get Ohio because normally that helps you get a lot. So, now I have one HQ. Each candidate starts with one HQ. I have mine here in Abraham Lincoln's home state of Illinois, and Thomas Jefferson has one in his home state of Virginia. So I'm going to upgrade this HQ to give me more money. That takes stamina. It took 4 stamina. I'm going to move to California because California is a big place to get some good fundraisers going. So I'm going to do a fundraiser, and then I'm going to create a radio ad saying how I favor reducing unemployment. There we go. Now I'm going to end the turn, and Thomas Jefferson will now take his turn. He's also going to go to California, which is now going to become a contested state, no doubt. He's going to go to California, then Texas. He's going to build an HQ there, make him more money, and then for some reason he's going to go to, I'm not sure where that is, New Hampshire, I think? And that is the end of the turn. That is New Hampshire. And then he'll finish his turn in Michigan. Actually, he won't finish it there, but he made a failed speech. And then he'll stop in Illinois. So, and he also built an outreach center in California. Allows you to get PR clout, which gets you people which can do things to help your campaign, and also slight awareness bonus around. So for me, I'm ahead. I am behind in California, so I'm going to give a speech about how I favor deficit reduction. That helped. That tied it up in California. The election headquarters let you talk about more issues in each state. Sadly, those bonuses are only statewide. So that. Next, I'm going to go to New York. Flying there. I'm going to build an HQ. Going to build an outreach center, which will help get an awareness bonus and political capital, which will help me get, PR cloud, which will help me get endorsements. So that'll be the end of that turn. I'm going to take this series as about 10 weeks per video because I use, I'm not sure the name, I can tell you it next time, but after a while it deletes the audio video for some reason. It gets just messed up, so I don't want to do a video too long and have that go down the drain. So I'm now going to give a speech in New York about how I favor Social Security. For some reason that lowers my Republican appeal. Never mind. I'm talking about how I favor deficit reduction. Hope you get there. Then I'm going to go to Florida. I'm going to do some fundraising, $142,000, and I'm going to end my turn there. Ooh, there's a mystery. It was a Hollywood friend in Georgia. Too bad I missed that because that would have gotten my state awareness up by 3% a week. And obviously he's a Hollywood friend, so he can travel around. Well, I'm going to stop back off in California. And there, what am I going to do there? I think I'm going to build campaign headquarters to help get me some more issues to talk about. I'm going to say I favor reducing unemployment. Let me 2% and ahead in California. Nice, so I'm going to use my final bit of stamina. Yikes, this guy does not have much stamina. So I'm going to take it to New York to raise my awareness there. I'm going to have my turn. Now Jefferson. Go to California. Raises awareness there. National Union Action Network. Thomas Jefferson has won the endorsement of the National Union Action Network. The National Union Action Network is a union that promotes the rights of workers to organize themselves for collective bargaining and protects the rights of workers. I am going to upgrade my HQ here, get me more PR clout so that I can get an endorsement myself. And I'm going to give a speech. Actually, all HQs increase. So I'm going to talk about how Thomas Jefferson supported the bank bailouts. That did not do anything. Now I'm going to get some special interest and hire an operative. Lincoln does not have very good appearance, so I'm going to hire a fashion consultant. Actually, no, I'm going to hire a speechwriter so that my speeches can become more effective. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. No, I'm not going to. Of every single syllable spoken by a presidential candidate in a public forum is analyzed and broken down by political pundits everywhere after any speech given by an aspiring president. The speechwriter ensures that Abraham Lincoln is getting the proper message across to voters everywhere. Okay, now I'm going to head to, this guy here is for Thomas Jefferson. He's a political operative. You get it when you upgrade one HQ fully. I'm going to move here to California and end my turn there. So yeah, not a lot. Not too much. The National Association for Women. Thomas Jefferson has won the endorsement of the National Association for Women. The NAW, NAW, National Association for Women, is an organization dedicated to promoting the rights of women, in particular ensuring the continued right to reproductive freedom, promoting equal treatment of the sexes. Special interest, I'm going to win an endorsement. What can I win an endorsement? The U.S. Chamber of Business is a good one. So I'm going to win the endorsement of the U.S. Chamber of Business. The U.S. Chamber of Business is an organization dedicated to helping American businesses. I have won its endorsement. So now, this purple state means that the state is highly contested. Both candidates have high awareness. Not necessarily so, but it's hotly contested. Only 4% separating me from Thomas Jefferson. To talk about how I favor reducing the deficit. Look at that! California is very, very red today. I like that. So now I'm going to travel to I'm Abraham Lincoln. I'm going to travel to New York, where I'm going to give a speech about how I support Israel. Now, the speech effects here, you want all thumbs up. Or if you have one thumb down, you want it to be a huge minority party in that state. Like, if Democrat approval is down in Texas, that's alright. Characteristic bonuses, these help out with the effectiveness of the speech. Plus 2% for New York. And now it's gray, which means they're voting for really neither candidate overall. And then my turn there. Ooh, there's a mystery in Idaho. The Environmentalist Club. Thomas Jefferson has won the endorsement of the Environmentalist Club, which is an organization dedicated to protecting the environment of our world. They support laws that protect the environment. And give me a P, give me an R, give me an ESIDENT! What does that spell? Abraham Lincoln! A cheerful local helper has joined the team of Abraham Lincoln for president. Experts predict she will double awareness in any given state that is gained through ads, visits, or campaigning. So, really, up here, that means I can only put her in one state and one state only. I'm going to put her in Florida, because that's a key state I'm going to win, but I can't necessarily visit too often. And, of course, Illinois with 20 points on my home state. I can't lose Illinois. No. That would be a very bad thing to do. So I am going to upgrade this campaign center, and now I'm going to take a look at the details of Illinois. They are fairly divided, so I don't want to go talking about how much I hate Obamacare, because that's going to just wreck everything. And now I have a political operative in Illinois, because I completed a top election headquarters. So I'm going to give a speech about how I oppose, really, both of these, no independent appeal. Oh, well. I'm going to talk about how Thomas Jefferson supports the outsourcing of jobs. That did not do anything. And then the turn there. And now these are interviews. Just that you can go on. The National Civil Liberties Union. Thomas Jefferson has won the endorsement of the National Civil Liberties Union. The National Civil Liberties Union is an organization dedicated to protecting the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. I'm going to fly to California. I'm going to do a fundraiser. 500,000. That's very good. I'm going to upgrade my campaign. I'm going to go to Texas. Become somewhat contested. I'm going to build an outreach center to help increase my PR clout so I can gain more endorsements. Now I'm going to go to Delaware to do an interview on the O'Malley scenario. Now, of course, this is a make on the O'Reilly factor, but here we are. You have been invited to appear on the O'Malley scenario. This is a show with a very broad audience. That's a lie. The real one is on Fox, which is completely Republican. Not to say that Fox isn't a good network, it's just really Republican. Anyway, this is a show with a very broad audience. The questions are not as difficult as Nighttime, a show that I've never seen in this game, but are more direct. O'Malley will ask questions that the folks are interested in learning more about. Beware of giving vague answers to any of his questions, as he is likely to call you on avoiding answers which will damage your candidate's credibility rating. If your campaign is interested in providing honest answers and you are comfortable with answering all questions frankly, make sure you accept any invitations to be on the O'Malley scenario. If your campaign is relying on pure charisma and vagueness on issues to get by, avoid the show. I'm going to accept this interview. Welcome to the only show brave enough to cut through the political double talk. I'm Bill O'Malley, and you're watching the O'Malley scenario. The war in Afghanistan is just a mess. It's just a mess. The next president is going to have to deal with it. What would you do? Alright, what would I do? Let's see. Gotta be careful with hitting next because you might accidentally wait too long and skip something important. So, let's see. We should continue to withdraw our troops. The U.S. military has done its job. Now it's time for the people of Afghanistan to step up. I could Sansa, run away. We must run. We must run far. And we must run wildly. Or we must stay until the job is done. I'm just gonna say we must stay until the job is done. Let's see. That got a okay reaction, so that's alright. You want good reactions to help you out in the overall campaign. The deficit is getting ridiculous. Our grandkids are going to end up having to pay for all this spending that has been going on. What are you going to do if you're president? Let's see, nothing to worry about. Don't want to say that. We obviously need to raise taxes. Maybe. We need to free spending. Let economic growth turn things around. Or 2 words. Debtors' prisons. Oh, that's easy. I'd make the poor start having to pay massive taxes, just like the rich. Remember debtors' prisons? Ah, those were the days. I'm gonna say free spending, because that's the simplest thing, because taxes, you can't be sure about taxes. People may not be able to pay up. Come on. And they somewhat like that. That is all for the O'Malley scenario. Thanks for indulging in the rhetoric of freedom. I'm Bill O'Malley. Good night. And then they zoom out and they shake their heads like that. Yeah. Somewhat fun. And it's interesting how they stand in the chairs. Boston Gazette. Independents warm to Lincoln. Voters pleased with showing on the O'Malley scenario. Alright, that's good. That's good. I'm going to end this turn. And Thomas Jefferson is going to appear, give a speech. Helps him in Mississippi. Gonna go to Vermont. And I think he's just going to stand there. Well, this is a good spot to end this video. I am Commander T5 saying, see you later.